Hello, hello. Guess who? It is your host, Cindy Holden. You have arrived at Every Piece of Me Matters. I am on location, and I brought you with me. Yes, I brought you with me today, and so thank you for stopping by. I don't plan on being long today, but I wanted to share something. Don't know who this message is for, but it certainly hit me first. I am on location out on the West Coast visiting family, and as I've been going about my days, I just realized something. And so here's a piece of me that I'm not sure I've thought about lately, but it sure came up while I'm traveling, visiting family, seeing the grandkids, the children, just spending that quality time. You know, I was raised, and family was always ingrained as important. That was the value that I carried and I still carry. For a long time, there was a part of me, and that part was full of shame and guilt and so many other things, to the point where I labeled myself the black sheep of the family. I think there's somebody out there who's going to listen to this message, and you might relate to that too. I know for me, it had to do with decisions that I made, some of my search, and finding identity and love, and probably a lot of other things too. But coming back here in the moment, that part of myself I can fully embrace, because that part of myself, it taught me how to survive in some different ways. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it all didn't feel good, and there were some consequences along the way. But as I embrace that part and reflect back on some of those memories, especially as it relates to family, my family always loved me. It was that part of me that became harsh and critical, and the shame and the guilt that told me I was disconnected and I didn't belong. So maybe you feel that way today, or maybe you have some thoughts for a lot of different reasons, or maybe some similar reasons. Here's what I want to share with you. No part gets wasted. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. It all has a way of working together for my good and for your good too. Why? Because no part need to be left behind. So today, family is still a value for me. The things that I knew to do, and even the things that I didn't know to do. Today, they've made me powerful, they've made me stronger, even in the shortcomings. There's a song, I forget who sings it. It's called Black Sheep Turned Goat. I don't fully know what that means, but it's like a positive connotation, if you will. It talks about transition and change and wisdom and discernment. And so as I connect with my family on location these past few days, it's allowed me to see that even the parts of me that were learning, or that were, let's just say, doing their best to bring me to this point where I am today, I didn't know it at the time. But in reflection and the ability to ground myself with love and compassion and care, and with an identity rooted and grounded in family and love, mainly in that love, the love from my family and the love that brought me to where I am today. I know that I am capable, I am enough, I am worthy, and every piece of me matters. And so let me encourage you, sis. Maybe you're a parent and you have young children or perhaps teenage children, and you're doing your best to guide them, to navigate them. Sometimes it gets frustrating. There's, anxiety. There's a lot of different things that happens along the way. Or perhaps you're single. You've been waiting for your purpose partner, and perhaps you're feeling a little inadequate during the wait. Let me encourage you. Continue to stay the course. That part of you, it will be developed and nourished and nurtured in a way that you too will be able to share with someone. There is purpose in the wait. There can be peace in the wait. And certainly there's a promise in the wait. Or maybe you're married and you're at a time in your marriage where it's going through. My mama used to say relationships become tried and true, or they are tried and true. That's just her way of saying, girl, they go through some stuff. But when they have been tried and they go through the fire or the flames or whatever it is, you'll know what's true. And so whatever your situation, whatever part is coming up, inadequacy, perhaps you're dealing with some self-doubt, or you're just wondering when your change is going to come. Well, I am here to tell you, even in the making, those parts of you matter. And they are serving you now, perhaps not in the way you desire them to serve you, but soon you'll be able to take a flashback, because that's what I've been doing these past few days, and see how even in the not knowing or the desire to do more or be more, they served a purpose, and they will as you continue to stand and move forward, embracing every part of you. Because when we can acknowledge that every piece of us matters, the parts that I know, the parts that you know, the parts that I'm still learning about, the parts that are hidden, that I'm exploring, and they are being revealed even as I'm on this journey of healing and wholeness. I know that I matter, and so do you. So until our next episode, take a breath and remind yourself, every piece of me matters. I'll see you next week.